So today we're going to talk about calming the nervous system. I mean, you have to calm the nervous system for every single bodily function. It's not to say that we won't have stressful times and difficult times, but it's how do we rebound from that? How do we come back to our status quo? And so by working the bladder meridian right over the top of the head, either side of the spine, right down the back of the legs to the outside and the little toe, by working the bladder meridian, we can really help the body to rest and restore. That's what the kidney and bladder meridians do. They help the body rest and restore. And when we are in that state, which is not fight or flight, it's the rest and restore, then our digestion works better. Then our sexual system works better. Our hormones work better. Everything works better when we are in the rest and restore, and especially sleep. So this one is really great when the body feels completely chaotic, when our mind won't stop chattering. This one is a really good one to do for somebody else. And you don't have to be a qualified Shiatsu practitioner. You can just use the healing power of touch. But before you lay your hands on somebody else, you have to begin with yourself. So to just find somewhere comfortable. Again, I'm on my mat, but this person could be on the bed. You don't have to be sitting like this. You can be sitting to the side. It is really great if your center of your body is in line with your palms, so that you're not kind of working like that you have this, everything is going to be coming from your lower belly. So even though it looks like I'm rocking with my hands, I'm really working the lower belly and moving the chi so it goes down the arms, up the torso, down the arms, and into the palms of the hands. So it's the lower dantian that's really activating our own movement. So how do we activate the lower dantian? Just take a few breaths. Exhale, squeeze the belly button back to the spine. And now let go, relax. Exhale, squeeze the belly button back to the spine. And relax. One more time, squeeze the belly button back to the spine and relax. Now you're really present in the moment, present in the room, and present to the person in front of you. So we're just going to lay the hands over the spine. Now, we're not ever going to press on the spine, but there's a ridge of muscle either side of the spine. So if the palms of hands are on top of the spine, the fingers and the heels of the hands are able to work the bladder meridian either side of the spine. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just rocking the body. Now I'm using my whole body to rock his body. And if I can stay without any judgments, without any thoughts, and I can just channel the chi all around me, in through my body, right through the lower belly and out through my hands down into his body. But I'm not looking to effect a change. I'm just sitting with the body, listening. And when I come to a stop, that's when I can listen. Let's hear what Davy's body is saying. What is Davy's body saying? You might notice a few more twitches. You might notice a little bit of tension in some places, a little bit of emptiness in others. And just notice that. Just witness that. And just like a friend who's going through a lot, you don't have to give advice. You're just listening. Your hands are listening to his body. And when you feel the moment again, you can begin. There's many different things you can do. You can stroke down the bladder meridian. You can stroke it. Just enjoying that stroking. And we can also rock. You can change position. You can bring one leg up. You know, that might be a better position for you, nice and low down. But Davy often has problems kneeling, and so he can do it on the bed, lying next to me. It's just to be aware of that bladder channel. And you can see here, I'm resting my elbow on my knee so that this is effortless. Coming from the lower belly, shaking it out, moving down the lower belly, right down the back, and I'm coming down the central midline of the back of the leg. Just using the palm of my hands and now squeezing his feet, squeezing either sides of the ankles. Kidney 3, bladder 60, coming back up, rocking and shaking. Listening to the body. This hand that isn't moving is the mother hand. And it's listening. This hand, the mover, the shaker, the doer, that's the yang. That's doing. Again, coming down. Don't overstretch yourself. Always make sure that you're comfortable. How are you going to get yourself to be comfortable? There's no right or wrong way. You make sure that you are comfortable, and then you're able to rock his body. And it's that touch. It's that physical touch. You know, if I wanted to, I could just lie on his bladder meridian, you know, just giving that touch to the body, that loving touch. And you can see I'm not pressing on the spine. I'm just giving a little bit of weight, moving from my own lower belly. There's no force. I'm just pressing in, never pressing on the spine, but you can play around. And again, it's like holding somebody's hand. You wouldn't squash the hand to pieces, but also you wouldn't hold it limply. You want to know that you were kind of being held and being touched. And the bladder and the kidney meridian will really thank you. Going into rest and restore after fight or flight. The kidney is the grounds of all the 5 elements. For me, you have to really start with the kidney and the bladder. This is the ground of our being. Learning how that everything is okay, not being so enveloped in your emotions. We can't help what arises in the body and the mind. Thoughts come out of nowhere, but we can work out our response to them. So our response to stressful situations, our response to Parkinson's, our response to grief and loss, and the thoughts that come with that. What's our relationship with those emotions? Are we able? Are we resourced enough? You know, if you're already in fight or flight and you just keep on having more and more situations, you're not really going to feel resourced. But this is resourcing the body. Resourcing. Source your energy. Plug it in. And like I said, you don't have to know all the meridians. Good bit of touching, a bit of stroking. And then one that I really like to do is just holding with your thumb and your fingers either side of the Achilles tendon, and really kind of stretching out that whole bladder meridian all the way from the top of the head, either side of the spine, down the backs of the legs. And finish off just by touching into kidney 1 in the soles of the feet. Let the palms of your hands just touch the soles of the feet. Walk it back up. Take a few breaths. It's a very sacred thing, touching another person's body, becoming part of their energy field. So before you disconnect, listen, open mind, resting in the spirit body, free from thoughts and emotional responses, just in a state of deep love and acceptance for what is. Give a little thanks to the body for showing up, and remove your hands. I hope you enjoyed that and you'll be able to follow the moves. Let us know how you go.